Well, I'm down the Claremont Hotel. With me is Stephen Martin, who's the director of the Institute of Directors, and come to the Isle of Man.
Yes.
You're a lad that's from Northern Ireland originally?
I grew up in Northern Ireland.
So you're aware of us here then?
Well, my first family holiday, in fact my first holiday anywhere was to the Isle of Man in 1975. So I came with my mum, my dad, my sisters, my grandparents to Douglas for 2 weeks in the summer of 1975 and had an amazing time. And we were so excited before we came here because it was like coming away to this exotic island in the middle of the Irish Sea.
And it's the same today, right?
It's the same today, but if you look at the weather out there today, it's absolutely amazing. It's beautiful.
Well, of course, you did touch upon Brexit, and it's interesting, isn't it, that, of course, you've got this great conduit straight back to the UK government. I mean, you talked to Theresa May. I mean, what are you saying to her?
Well, I meet regularly with government, with the Prime Minister, with David Davies, the Chancellor, or the Business Secretary, and we talk about a lot of issues surrounding Brexit. I mainly put forward the views and opinions of our members, so their concerns, what they want to happen. So particularly recently the transition period, because this was something that was not even talked about 6 months ago. Now we've got agreement that we're going to push for a transition period of around 2 years, so that's a positive for our members.
And you mentioned that you've been to the Labour Party conference that day. I mean, are they anti-business? How was it for you?
Yeah, I was down at the Labour Party conference for a few days earlier this week. I got to meet many of the shadow ministers, MPs, had a lot of discussion, dialogue with them. I think it's important that we engage with, and the IOD is non-party political, so we engage with all politicians from all backgrounds, and we put forward the views of our members, the views of the business community in general, and we want to make sure that there's a positive message getting out there, and that policies that are discussed are for pro-business, for wealth creation, for creating jobs, and not the reverse.
Obviously, the Isle of Man is just this small part of this massive cog. I mean, should we be worried here about the future?
Well, I think in terms of Brexit, then you're not directly involved in discussions, negotiations. Your membership, or you're not even members of the EU. But I think what happens in the UK and the Isle of Man is so inextricably linked that what happens in the UK is very, very important to the Isle of Man, and it's something that we should recognise, celebrate, but be constantly aware of. So I would say yes, there are issues for members, and I've been speaking to them over the last few days. There are concerns about what does it mean for access to labour, for trade, for transfer of services and goods, and lots of big issues.
Obviously, we've been known as financial services, but you've had a chance to look around while you've been here. Have you been surprised what is here?
Yeah, no, I've been thoroughly impressed by seeing how diverse the economy is over here in the Isle of Man. It's far more diverse than people in the UK will give it credit for. Everybody thinks of the financial sector, but as I've seen over the last 2 days, been to visit lots of companies, and there's far more to the Isle of Man than that, and that's great and to be celebrated.
And back to the Brexit thing, Moody's has downgraded the UK, and at the time of recording this, we're assuming we're going to hear that the Isle of Man has followed suit, because that's what happens. Should we be worried about that?
For the Isle of Man, it's a natural thing that will happen. As you rightly say, they haven't made any announcement yet.
But it's likely, because I think we do always follow the UK on their credit rating.
I think it's inevitable.
Yeah. By the time this goes on air, it might well have happened.
No, I think it will happen. Yeah. I'm surprised it hasn't already happened. Yeah, shall we say? Yeah. So, but by the time this is aired, it will. My prediction is that yes, it will be downgraded, because that's inevitable.